D-Mac and Squad.
Now, Army of Darkness.
This is somehow the best one. It is somehow the best one. Everybody, like any review I have seen online, everybody praises Army of Darkness, and then we watch it, and it's just like, you sure?
I wonder if the director's cut, how much of it was actually altered.
Yeah. If the inconsistencies were bad in Evil Dead 2, they're worse in this one.
Yes.
I do admit, though, I like how Evil Dead 2 set up Army of Darkness.
Yes, it was great.
I like how they did that. That was great. But the fact that, like, the beginning of Army of Darkness is also different from the ending of Evil Dead 2, like the first film was, is so stupid. You have Ash landing in the Middle Ages, I'm assuming, and then a bunch of knights show up, and then all of a sudden a Deadite's flying through the air, Ash headshots him, and then the knights start praising him while he's like, no.
It was wacky and clever enough and exciting enough to make us want more.
Yes.
Already.
And then Army of Darkness rolls around and he's taken in as a slave.
Yep. Which, by the way, I think Sam Raimi himself made a cameo as one of the knights at the end of Evil Dead 2. When he's like...
Yeah, he probably did.
Yeah. Which is cool. But yeah, they just take him as prisoner in the third one at the beginning of Army of Darkness. And then there's a whole thing where I think it's contrived as all hell, when like he's fighting the thing, or the Deadite in the little pit full of water. And it takes him so long. It takes the wall so long to close. Like
at first they even don't, and then they start closing them on them.
Yeah, it's like they're like, oh, it's getting
and
close,
it takes so long for the walls to close, and the gap between the walls ain't even that big.
No,
you could easily have done that. Yep. Also, there's a bit of leg room to just run straight out of the walls, and you'd be fine.
Yeah,
because there's like a little part of the pit where it doesn't have walls, and then you can walk forward. There's a little bit of wallage. All you could have done was just grab the Deadite, held him in between, and just jump out of the way.
Yeah,
you literally could have survived that too. Like, also, how the Deadite survive getting crushed?
Oh, that's true. It did a jump scare thing just to do it.
How y'all find the chainsaw in No Shock? You know what? His shotgun and chainsaw are extremely inconsistent as well in this movie.
Yeah, where's the gasoline for the chainsaw?
He did have gasoline in the trunk of his car.
He had so many things in his car that was so convenient for him, to be fair.
He had so much convenient items in the trunk of his car.
Okay, Batman, who do you think you are?
Bruce Campbell with prep time over here, I guess.
I think Bruce
First
Campbell
off, like Merlin, I'm gonna just call him Merlin because he seems like he'd be the wizard. Merlin somehow finds a chainsaw and tosses it to him. I don't know where the shotgun went. Then as he gets out of the pit, listen up, you primitive screwheads. This is my boomstick. After shooting the sword, which somehow only shot the sword and the spread didn't hit the dude behind it.
Exactly.
Also, I don't like the consistency of the shotgun and how it works in these movies because it lets off sparks when it's fired and when someone gets shot. And I'm thinking, where's the blood?
Where is the blood? Yeah, Aaron mentioned this when we were watching it.
He shot a old lady Deadite, and all that came out were sparks and no blood.
Yeah, it was like a PG-13 version of this franchise.
Even PG-13 probably even show you a little bit of color, like.
Yeah, for sure. But this was just like, this felt rushed.
Yeah.
This whole movie felt rushed.
And there's some stupid ideas in this scene too, like in this movie too. Like, for instance, y'all in the Middle Ages, how y'all know how to make a mechanical hand?
Yeah, dude, yeah.
How do you know how to work a car engine and make gunpowder after reading a book?
Ash Williams was able to build this in a cave.
Hey, with a box of scraps.
With a box of scraps.
You literally see Ash and a blacksmith lifting up the car engine, and it's just like, how you know how to work on that?
Yeah. But by the way, the freaking lady that gave him sugar.
Give me some sugar, baby. First you think, oh, okay, you're here to save us. No, I'm not. I'm here to come home. Smacks you in the face. You walk up, you confront her. You think he about to tell her off or something. Give me some sugar, baby. And then they kiss. We needed a romantic love interest to further the plot, David. We did.
She asked about her brother. Her brother didn't return, so she resents Ash for that. You see it at the beginning. You think that's
Somehow.
where the character goes, but no, we forget about the freaking brother. It's just like, oh yeah, Ash, I love you. She barely shows up, by the way, like that.
Yeah, it's the third girlfriend that has died because of Ash.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the best girl was in the second one. Whoever the daughter of
best girl was in the first film, actually.
Which one?
His first girlfriend in the first film.
Oh, well, she died off pretty quick though. I mean, like,
She
as far
did,
as
but like, if I felt more of a connection there in that movie
oh, okay, yeah, well,
compared to the Army of Darkness chick, Sheila apparently is her name.
Mashila. Oh, yeah, she doesn't have a character, and it's just like, what are we doing? And then Ash is what are we? Ash is going on a quest for 3 different books, which
Yeah, he's going on a quest for one and just finds 3.
yeah, 2 of them attack him, and then there's a whole thing with like this, like Andrew said earlier, slapstick. There was this very slapstick kind of humor, which felt so out of place. It was just like
It also fell out of place that they pulled a Gulliver's Travels on Ash.
they did.
They pulled a Gulliver's Travels, and then he had a conjoined twin, and then that twin turned into a clone of him somehow.
Yes, it grew inside of him, and oh my gosh,
There's also so many one-liners towards the end of the game, end of the fight, and like in the final battle too.
oh, that's gotta hurt.
Good, bad. I'm the one with the gun. I was like, shut up.
I mean,
Okay, I will say the one with the gun line that was good. That was good.
that was cool.
And then he said groovy again too. I'm like, okay,
That's fine. Yeah,
it's like I'm going to take you down. No, I'm going up.
yeah. It. My gosh, the final battle was just so like it's not even the same enemy anymore. We're just fighting skeletons.
Also, why is like Ash training medieval knights who probably know how to fight?
Why?
Why are you doing that? You
Ash-
teach them how to use gunpowder. Soon you teach them how to use guns or make guns.
Like, what did Ash do in the first movie? Like, he didn't do anything. He can't fight.
He legitimately did nothing in that movie.
You could say that he tried, but I don't think he tried that
Yeah, good luck
much.
saying that. At least in Evil Dead 2, it looked like he was trying, but even then, he wasn't no fighter. How you
No.
know how to fight with a spear all of a sudden?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. It was so bizarre, and I don't know. How'd you feel about the joke about him reciting the incantation or whatever?
They really had me going. I swear I thought he was going to say it. I swear I thought he was going to say it.
I loved it, but like,
I love that. Yeah. That was great.
it's definitely an N word.
It's
Oh.
definitely an N-word. I think that's probably my favorite scene in the whole movie, actually.
I think is mine too. I did like the the callback to that joke where it's like, oh, I recited it, maybe not syllable for syllable, but
Yeah.
and then
And then he
towards
said,
the
did it
end,
again in like the end.
yeah.
Oh,
I
I
like,
like the product placement he said for the freaking shotgun.
he did, yeah. He went crazy on those people. Like he was ready to,
Really ready to
Just-
ice him with a like a double barrel.
yeah. I mean, the filmmaking's good, shots are good,
Yeah.
lighting's pretty sweet. It's just like, why? What's happening? I was just like, why are we doing this?
I
And-
was so lost with this movie. I'm gonna be honest.
It felt,
To be fair, I was kind of lost with all three, except with like the bare minimum, Evil Dead 1.
yeah, that one was very, very simple to follow. The second one is like,
Okay,
or it's
same as the first. All of a sudden, Ash is a deadite. Great.
Yeah.
Same as the first. All of a sudden, an archaeologist's dad uncovered book go burr, and now monsters roam out from the forest.
yeah,
And now big tree monster shows up and swallows Ash whole. And now we're in a portal to the Middle Ages. And then there's this, where it's just like, huh? Wouldn't that, like, I don't know. You know how like some movies have that trope where it's like, oh, if you move something, move or mess with something in the past, it affects the future.
yeah.
Don't you think something like that could have happened in this movie?
You'd think, but I don't know. The thing with the 3 different books is throwing me off. Like, what are they gonna do? Are those just like fakes, or
I
like-
figured they were kind of fakes. Because when he opened the first one up, it just like sucked him into a big hole, and then the other one just bit him.
Yeah. Then, like, what's the point of them if Ash can survive them? Like, what's the use of having the 3 different books? He's eventually gonna find the right one.
Exactly.
It's like, what are we?
And that
what-
also kind of made it plain and obvious that the top book was the one.
yeah. I was
Also,
getting.
I have the books out in the open in a graveyard, anyways.
I don't know. I don't.
You know, the book itself, design wise, is also inconsistent.
It changes a lot. Yep.
But then in the beginning of Army of Darkness, they showed the sequel version of it.
They do. Well, I think it might have been in the second one too. I could be wrong, but yeah, it was new book and then flashback of the old book in the same transition to that old version. Yeah, I genuinely do not understand how people can say, oh, that's definitely the best one. I cannot understand. It does explain, I guess, how Ash versus Evil Dead goes. Because from what I can tell, this is just a normal thing. Which makes sense for what the third movie did. I don't know. I am looking forward to the show whenever we get there. I don't know when we will get there, but it looks great, and I've heard good things from Zane about it as well. If I had to rate this movie, I'm going a 4 out of 10.
I forgot what I gave it. I gave it a 4 too.
You were generous by giving it a 5, but you wanted to give it a 3.
Yeah, I gave it a 5.
Yeah.